What is up, YouTube? NES Addict here, just doing a response video to Jeremy 3EB. And just curious, does that stand for Third Eye Blind? Because I happen to be a fan. Anyway, the response video was to list my top 5 most nostalgic games. So I'm going to cheat and do 5 NES and 5 Super NES, because when I tried to narrow it down to 5, I just couldn't do it. So we'll just start with the NES and then we'll move on to the Super NES. So I don't know that these are in the exact order of 1 through 5, but just my top 5. So number 1, Mario Duck Hunt. It's not the first video game I ever played, but it's the first video game I ever played where I really felt like I was playing something that was interactive, where I actually had a lot of control. I did have an Atari earlier in my years when I had E.T. and Space Invaders, but I was probably like 4 or 5 years old. It was like 1985 or 6, and you know, it wasn't the experience that I had with Super Mario World and Duck Hunt. And this game frustrated me to the point where I used to bite my Nintendo controller. So if any of you have a controller out there with teeth marks in it, it could be mine.
You messed up.
I didn't know.
Better hurry up and get to the end. You got 90 seconds. Going. 75 seconds.
I'm just gonna go.
You ain't gonna make it if you keep fooling around. "43 seconds. Go.
Whoa!
You died.
You made me?
What?
Guys,
What do you mean you made me? I didn't make you do
said
nothing.
go.
Number 2, or 4 if you want to count down. Turtles 2, the arcade game. I used to play this with my friend Mark every day, all day long. We would just go swim in the summertime, come in and play Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles were like the hottest thing in the late 80s, early 90s, and we loved them. So I spent a lot of time playing this game. I don't know if we ever beat it or not. I feel like I feel like we beat Turtles in Time, but not this. Number 3, Super Mario World 3. This game I absolutely had a fit over. I got it for Christmas. I actually have the video of me getting this for Christmas with a very deep southern accent. I lived in North Carolina at the time, and oh man, was my accent bad. If I can insert that video in, I will do it right now.
That was from Santa Claus and he got it mixed up.
Wait a minute. Hey.
Mario 3!
Oh, what?
Oh, this one I wanted!
Why don't you
What's
do me a favor and
this?
give that to Robin?
What's that?
Pass
it down. Here.
Pass it to Robin.
Yeah, pass them around and then.
Mario 3!
Woo,
You got Mario 3?
Santa Claus was good. I got stuff, the things I wanted.
Woo!
Let's see.
What is this?
What's this, Jay?
Better didn't bring it
A
with
microscope.
I already see.
Woo.
You look at it for a while.
You look at it for a while.
Number 2, Life Force. I used to play this game at my friend Chris's house all the time. This was like a game that I had never heard about, and my friend Chris wanted to pop it in one day, so we played it, and I just remember thinking, wow, this game's incredible. Like, why did I buy Skate or Die and not this the last time I had a chance to buy a game? But anyway, love Life Force still to this day. I can't beat it without the Konami code, though. This one's too hard for me. The number 1 game that is the most nostalgic game for me on the NES is Batman. I loved this game as a child. I could never beat it. I couldn't make it past like the monkey looking guy that like threw these huge boomerangs out. Like that was like the farthest I ever made it. I actually went back as an adult and beat this, and wanting to beat this is what got me back into retro gaming. Sorry, I'm a little sick, so my voice is kind of sore. Alright, moving on to the Super NES. And once again, in no particular order, just top 5. Number 1, Street Fighter 2. I love this game. I prefer Street Fighter to Mortal Kombat. I'm much better with Ken and Ryu than Sub-Zero and Scorpion, but love this game, spend a lot of time playing it. trying to learn its moves. And my dad used to play this game with me, and that's one of the reasons it's the most nostalgic. He always picked Chun-Li, and I would just destroy him, and he was like, you got to give me a chance, but I never did. How old was I? 90 when this came out, like 92. I was probably like 11. So Darius Twin. People don't like this game, or they say it's, I guess, like a weak shmup or whatever, but I think the music in this game is really fun and cool, and I just have a lot of great memories playing this game. And whenever I hear the soundtrack, it just takes me back to a simpler time in 1993 when I just sat in my room and played Super Nintendo. So I love Darius Twin. Super Scope 6, again with my dad. He bought me this game right after I got my Super Nintendo. I got it in, let's see, November like 21st, 1999, and I got this the next Christmas, so like a month later. And I spent a lot of time in my room playing this with my dad and shooting all the different objects like the moles and the rockets. And Super Scope 6, definitely a nostalgic game for me.
Think about that.
Oh, this is perfect.
All right, what you got in there now?
My super
Let sister help you, because I don't know anything about this. Let Robin open that one present for Dad. He'll get it on the table.
You want me to run?
Which one?
The big one.
That is awesome.
Huh?
You want her to open her big present now?
Comes with 6 games.
No, I want to carry it to the beach.
I'll do it. You do not.
How do I put this?
That's the reason they make directions. You see this?
Oh, it for whatever
You
I
see this
have.
little thing? It tells
Read the
you
instruction
all
book
the
first, Jay Bird.
directions.
I am.
The instruction manual. Where's your baby? Get that instruction manual out.
All right. Okay, Jay.
It's exactly what I want. You have to film now when I'm on a bad streak.
Oh man, you're doing good. I can't get this thing to there. This you don't like to tape the TV very good.
Ooh, I got every one of them. Wait, if I had light. Oh, bad streak. I'm not doing too hot.
You got that one?
Uh-oh, danger. Ooh, I'm killing them all now.
You're wiping them out, Jay.
Ooh, here comes. Ooh, them little ones, they always get me. Ooh, I'm getting them, Dad. You can't do me. I got all them little ones.
This is one I share with Jeremy 3EB. Final Fight. Much like Jeremy, I started playing this at a arcade, a water park in Surfside, South Carolina called Wild Water and Wills. And back in the, I think it was 93, this game was in there, and I had a summer pass that summer when I was at my grandparents'. So I would swim every day and ride water park rides and go in and play Final Fight, and I just loved it. And so my birthday that year when I went home, my dad was like, well, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, Final Fight for the Super Nintendo. When I found out they had it, I was so excited. Only flaw, no guy in this one. And luckily I was a Cody guy, so it didn't matter. And my number one most nostalgic game for the Super Nintendo, Super Mario World. The first time I ever played Super Nintendo was at my friend TJ's house. He got it for his birthday in September of '92. And after that, all I could think about was getting a Super Nintendo. So much to the point where I sold my original NES and all 5 or 6 of my games to get $50 to help pay for the Super Nintendo. Looking back, I regret that completely. But man, when I got this game, I dedicated my life to beating it. And this is actually the first video game I ever beat, which doesn't sound that hard at this point in my life, but as a kid I was so excited. Save states, or save points, checkpoints, made all the difference in the world. I'd never ever beat an NES game until I was in my 30s. So Super Mario World, that game just seemed so magical and colorful, and the first time you see Yoshi pop out of the egg and get to ride a dinosaur, like, that was incredible to me. And he ate all your enemies. It like virtually made you invincible, it seemed like. And if an enemy hit you, like, you didn't die, you just popped off Yoshi and all you had to do was go catch him. That was amazing to me. And even as simple as the graphics on the artwork there, I just thought that was so cool how they used multiple colors to spell the name. Like, I don't know, Super Mario World is just a great game, and I know every one of you who are watching this already know that, but that was a very nostalgic game for me. And I'm going to insert some pictures here of little notes I made as a child of when I beat this game, and I went back numerous times that day and beat it.